What is up, YouTube? This is the ACS Racing Network, aka JHE24JM26, and I think it's time I finally talked about this on YouTube. Chase Elliott's first win, and what it meant to me, and just a sweet relief of victory with Chase Elliott winning at Watkins Glen. I know it's been well over a week. The news is old. I know news these days, it doesn't last as long as it should. But to me, I'm still pretty hyped about Chase Elliott's first victory. The way in the fashion that he won it in was also very relieving because of all the struggles, all the late race, all the times he blew late race leads, and just it was perfect. So he's heading into turn one on the final lap, and as Rick Allen says, he goes wide. My heart sank. I literally dropped to the floor. I'm like, oh my god, here comes Truex. Truex is going to get him. But as I'm watching the race, Truex is slipping too. I'm like, oh gosh, Chase, go. And he floors it, and he goes through the chicane, through the carousel, coming off of the carousel. Junior and Burton scream, Truex is out of gas. And it was so calming because I knew if Chase ran out of gas at that point, he would still make it there before Truex. And I think Eric Jones is like 10 seconds back. So there's no way Jones would have caught any of them. And it was just such a sweet relief of victory to finally see Chase win, and on a road course out of all places. Not the same track, but his father, Bill Elliott, got his first win on a road course. Bill Elliott, 8 second place finishes. Chase Elliott, 8 second place finishes. And to relate this to Kyle Larson, Larson won on his 99th start at Michigan in 2014. Chase Elliott at Michigan in 2016. He started in 2014. Chase Elliott, first win, 99th start at Watkins Glen in August. I mean, these two, like it or not, they are compared. Their careers have been similar to this point, up to 100 starts. Both careers have been very similar. Kyle Larson has had his fair share of blown races before he got his first win. Chase Elliott, once again, fair share of blown races. And yeah, I like Larson. I like him a lot. But when people say that they're incomparable just because of their equipment, is a lie. They're both talented. Whether you like Chase or not, he is talented. He'll get there. This win, hopefully, is definitely not a fluke. I would like to see him win more, but I don't see it this year. And I'll say that because the Chevys, not that great. He won on a road course, not an intermediate track. Not a track that requires lots of speed under the hood. That's where you'll see Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick win. You won't be seeing Chase Elliott win at Texas, at Las Vegas. You may see him run well, top 10, but you won't see him win. Unless pit strategy. But you know what? Prove me wrong, Chevys. Prove me wrong. But I don't see Chase Elliott getting a win at intermediate track. I can see Chase Elliott winning, though, at possibly Martinsville or possibly a Bristol. Bristol's this weekend. Could happen. You never know. But the win was amazing. It was refreshing. I was actually not in front of a TV when Chase Elliott won. I was live streaming the race on my phone while I was on the lake with friends. So, yeah, I was going nuts. I once Truex ran out of fuel, I let out a couple yeahs and hoo-has. And then I just kind of enjoyed it. I didn't get on Twitter right away. I didn't get on Instagram right away. I just really enjoyed that win. It was relieving, spent time with my friends, and it was just such a perfect day. And the weirdest thing is, MIS was the first race I actually got to sit down and actually watch from start to finish, because I was at the race. The last race I watched from start to finish was Chicagoland. Daytona, I was busy. I was at a fireworks show. Kentucky, I just wasn't interested. The race kind of sucked, so I turned it off. New Hampshire, I believe, was next. I had a hockey game that day, and then Chase Elliott was running well. So I'm like, oh, wow. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me watching the races on TV is hindering Chase Elliott from doing good. And it just kind of became a joke on Twitter with a couple other Chase Elliott fans. And then he ran well at Pocono. I was at a Tigers game that day. Couldn't watch the Pocono race. Chase Elliott almost won that race. Led some laps. Was up there late in the race. Just didn't get on the outside lane for the restart. And then at Watkins Glen, wasn't able to watch the race, but I did stream the last couple laps. I'm guilty of that. But I didn't really get to sit down and watch from start to finish, and Chase Elliott wins. I mean, I was willing to take that sacrifice, because I've always told myself I wanted to see it in person or like watch it from start to finish. But I'm willing to take the sacrifice, and I'm just so relieved that Chase Elliott has won. I mean, if you think, not just my hardships over the years, but a lot of other things that have taken place with Chase Elliott. In 2015, Chase Elliott made his first start at Martinsville, and Jeff Gordon, my favorite driver of all time, if you don't know that, now you know it, if you're still listening, Jeff Gordon chose to retire. He called it quits after 2015. And so I was in a dilemma. Like, what do I do? Do I go with Chase Elliott, who's taken over the 24 ride, or do I go with Carl Edwards? But my problem with Carl Edwards is he races for Gibbs, and I'm not the biggest fan of Gibbs. Do I go to perhaps Jamie McMurray and suffer because McMurray doesn't win? And I ended up sticking with... I initially chose Carl Edwards to be my favorite, and life was nice. 2016 was amazing. Chase Elliott was up there too, and then what does Edwards do? He retires after the 2016 season. My heart was ripped out at Homestead, and then it was gutted again, but I was like, you know what, Chase Elliott? He had a couple close calls. He was easily, could have been my favorite if I wasn't loyal to Carl Edwards. And then back-to-back years, my two favorite drivers retire, so Chase Elliott steps up to the plate. And 2017, man, was that a roller coaster. Chase Elliott had so many great race cars and squandered a lot of opportunities. And then the deal with Martinsville is that he had a great car and it was taken away from him. I think that's what hurt the most. Dover hurt because he had the best or one of the best cars. Kyle Busch probably had the best car because he's running a different lane. But Dover was frustrating because that was Elliott's fault. Martinsville was out of his hands, which hurts the most. And to top it on that, it was Hamlin who wrecked him, who I'm already not a fan of. And that was it. Then we fast forward to 2018. Lots of hype. The 9 car returning. Chase Elliott and the Camaros. And out of the gate, the Camaros are slow as snails. And then we see a little improvement. Larson started running better. He almost won the Kansas race. And then at Charlotte, all the Hendrick cars were running better. Elliott drove himself up to the top 5 at one point. I believe Jimmy finished in the top 5. It was a good day for the Hendrick cars. They looked stronger and faster. And then throughout the summer months, Chase Elliott really started heating up. Finished 4th at Sonoma. Good finishes at New Hampshire and Pocono. And then Watkins Glen happened and he won. It was amazing. I couldn't believe it because I was kind of, taking the bullet like, hey, this isn't going to be the year. I'm going to have to wait another year for Chase Elliott to win. And it just kind of happens when you least expect it, I gave up. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy the year. I'm going to enjoy the story of the Big Three, which will be my next podcast. And I'm just going to, just enjoy this 2018 season because the 2018 season has been good, in my opinion. I can enjoy good sportsmanship and good racing between 3 good drivers, 3 greats. But then Chase Elliott wins out of the blue. Come on now. Come on. It was awesome. It was sweet. So, Chase Elliott's first win. It was relief. It was awesome. And, I'm glad it happened. So, and I think the next one may come this year if the Chevys can figure it out. But I look for a little rebound year for the Chevys in 2019. I think they get their stuff together. Hendrick obviously has the money, has the resources. He won't fall into a hole like Roush. And I think Chase Elliott and Jimmy Johnson will come back stronger than ever next year in 2019. So the win at Watkins Glen was amazing. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know if you like these standalone podcasts. I just kind of had to get this one off my chest because I've been dying to make a video. I just don't know how to do it. And I figured, you know what, might as well start this. And I think I'm going to name this podcast Cue the Duck. That's an old NASCAR and NBC thing. So that'd be cool. So I hope everybody enjoyed this first Cue the Duck podcast. Chase Elliott's first win. Let me know what you think of Chase Elliott's first win. No longer a bust, or is he still a bust? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you everybody for watching. This is JT24, JM26, signing out.